everyone. I'm at the Positivity Centre today. I'm in the green, in the beautiful, beautiful green, just sitting here, just thinking about the lesson for today. My holiness is my salvation. My holiness is my salvation. Now, what does that mean? So I picked up one line there that means a lot to me and will mean a lot to everyone, I hope. What is the opposite to guilt? Okay, what is the opposite to guilt? What is the opposite to guilt? And now that's what I want to talk about, guilt. Let's put my phone down there so it doesn't keep moving all over the place. Okay. Let's get into that's more comfortable. There you go. What is the opposite to guilt? Okay. Right. So one of my huge awakenings in the therapeutic community came because I let go of my guilt. And I think, guilt is basically a complete waste of emotion. Guilt is something that we carry from our families, our parents. If they can't deal with something, they have to make you feel guilty. So my father's, bless him, one of his favorite things he used to say to me was, Lauren, you're going to give your mother a heart attack. I was actually brought up to believe that I have the power to give my mother a heart attack. Can you believe that? To say that to a tiny child? And it went on and on and on. So whenever I did anything that wasn't congruent with my father, whenever I did anything that he didn't like or didn't approve of, Lauren, you're going to give your mother a heart attack. So the guilt builds up and up and up and up. Now the Course is saying to me, no. The opposite of guilt is salvation. The opposite of guilt is freedom. You are not to blame for anything, none of you. All of you are innocent children. If your parents brought you up the way they brought me up, then I'm really sad, and it's time to let it go. It's time to throw off those identities and those shackles. I'm in the garden today, the sun is shining. I'm in the Positivity Centre garden. I'm lying here, I'm dancing, well, in between dancing and yoga and just letting go of everything that I was brought up to believe, everything that's held me back for years. My holiness, that part of me that knows that we cannot be guilty for anything as children, that's what I need to focus on. When I was in the community, because I like to give examples of the community all the time, as you know, because that was what woke me up mainly. When I was in the community, you had people that you would just look at them and they'd say, I didn't do it, because they felt guilty for being here. They felt guilty for surviving. There is a tendency in the human race with establishments like the church and things like that to make us feel guilty for everything. Guilty, all the time guilty. Because it makes them feel that they know what they're doing. So if a parent keeps saying to you, it's your fault, it's your fault, it's your fault. And don't get me wrong, I have the guilt thing. Something happened today, and it happened because I went into a space of fear, panic, and I forgot my keys. So I got locked out of the house. And the reason I forgot my keys is because someone did something that made me feel panic and stress, and so I didn't function as best as I could. So my pattern is to blame that person, because that's how I grew up. I grew up with blame and guilt, and my pattern would be to say, it's your fault, it's your fault. Now, okay, that person may have to take responsibility for what they're doing and maybe not do things the way they do, because it would make life easier. But the way I reacted, my reaction to what they did, that's where I could do it better. And so the Course is saying to me, you cannot go around blaming people. Take responsibility for everything. I know someone who blames everything on other people all the time, all the time. Of course, that person will never, ever move on. And like I say, that's how I grew up. My parents, they always blamed everyone for everything. My father, my mother used to blame people for the situation. They always blamed everyone. No one ever took responsibility, and so I never learned how to take responsibility for my own life. And so the lesson today, your holiness is your salvation, means you get out there, you take responsibility for your life. You do what you want. Do not go around blaming other people all the time. Don't blame your kids, your families, because if you do, I'm not lecturing you, I'm just saying if you do, you won't move on. It's impossible to move on. Take your power into your hands. Take your life back. You deserve to be happy. It's like every day I wake up now and it's like, what can I do today to make me happy? If I go to work, what can I do to make me and my residents happy? Ding dong, ding dong, do the birds all say all light and day. Wonderful, wonderful day. Bluebirds in the bluebells sing a song to send me upon my way. Wonderful, wonderful day. Though I am a grown-up, I'm as grown-up as can be. See, I've gone and flown up to a bright fairyland. And so you forgive me as I simply throw my cares away. Beautiful, glorious, wonderful, marvelous, wonderful, wonderful day. Like a daisy in the sky, this I've gone and grown up to airy fairyland. And so you'll forgive me as I simply throw my cares away. Beautiful, glorious, heavenly, marvelous, wonderful, wonderful. Woo! Throw all your guilt in the bin. It's a daisy and a feather. Go back to what you really are. What do you want to do? Do you want to sing? Do you want to dance? Do you want to be yourself? Be yourself. By the way, I'm at the Positivity Centre if anybody wants to meet me today. Don't know how long I'll be here. As long as I feel like. Woo! As long as the sun is shining. As long as the green is here. As long as I can dance on the green and be me. Be yourself. Be yourself. Come and meet me. Come and meet me at the Positivity Centre. Easy peasy today. God, I'm a mess. I've made a terrible mess. I've made a terrible mess. But you see, when I was a child, my mother would have a go at me. Look. Hang on. I'll show you. I've got mud all over my trousers. Woo! Lauren, you're such a bad girl. You've made a mess. Mummy doesn't like it when you make a mess. Actually, it was an Irish accent. Mummy doesn't like it when you make a mess. Right? You got to get back into your little box. Woo! Anyway, it's all good. I'm going to go in and have a hot chocolate when it gets too cold. Love you lots. There's my feather. Yesterday, when I came here and I was dancing, a whole lot of deer ran across playing. They galloped across. It was amazing. It was amazing. Simply amazing. Anyway, so basically, what I was going to say is, if you want to meet me at the Positivity Centre, come and talk to me about setting up our miracle commune, our miracle retreat. So Sel said she's very happy for us to meet in the coffee shop. Love you lots. Looking forward to meeting lots of you soon. Wonderful, wonderful day. God, I wish I'd been in the studio today. My voice is really good today. Yesterday I struggled and the computer kept breaking down. That was weird. Bye.